And now time for Christian Car Guy Theater. With today's episode, Jailhouse Justice, Part 10. Previously on Jailhouse Justice, the villainous Noir and his sidekick Loser Lou have escaped, stealing Jimmy's Jeep from the church parking lot, much to the horror of the Under the Hood gang in Jimmy's Jeep. The sheriff's posse, which consisted of Eustace, Nahum, Nettie, Elvira, Bob, and Pastor Jack, were in a hot pursuit of Noir and Lou as the two drove recklessly over the high mountain cliffs and finally took one precarious curve too many. And way too fast, the Jeep ends up hanging on by a few branches and rocks as the late Loser Lou is thrown over the cliff and Noir smashes his head into the dashboard. Sadly, the Noir finds himself in a place that he had often mocked and even used as a curse word. That would be hell. Very dark place. A place that crackles with fire and heat and periodic screams, moans, indistinguishable words. And it feels all so surreal to Noir.
What the hell is going on here? This can't be hell. I'm having a bad dream. Yeah, that's it. Just like when I was a kid. I used to have those nightmares when I was in the closet. It'll go away. This isn't real. There ain't no such thing as hell.
So, you finally come to us, Noir. And such an appropriate, befitting name for such a dark place and time. You might say you blacked out. Noir, and you're going to be Noir for a long time. You're going to be here for a long time. A very long time. I could go on about this for, say, forever.
No. This isn't real. This is just a bad dream. I'll wake up anytime now. You're not real.
Oh, it's real, all right. Remember how your auntie used to try to tell you about all these things, huh? Remember how she used to warn you about the sin line dividing between heaven and hell? You want a wake-up call? How'd you like my fire room? We'll throw in some chains, nice and hot. That'll get a chain reaction.
No! Stop it!
It's too late now, Noir.
My aunt told me something else. Jesus! Have mercy on me!
Shut up! He can't help you!
Jesus!
Meanwhile, Jimmy, Eustace, and the sheriff go about the dangerous task of securing the Jeep with a winch in the trees above the Jeep so it wouldn't fall over the steep cliff. Finally, Warren Winch secures the Jeep and Kemp helped bragging a bit.
As I have told you many times, I am one capable cable guy. Done. Just under the wire.
The Under the Hood gang and Jimmy's Jeep react.
And we do thank you, Mr. Winch, for getting in under the wire, but don't get your wires crossed. Believe me, we still need another miracle to keep us from falling the rest of the way down this cliff. I mean, this is a tight spot, right, Gracie Gas Tank?
No fueling, Tammy Tensioner, but we've been through a lot together, gang. And we know that as we pray, the great mechanic in the sky will once again fill our tanks. He has put us back together on more than one occasion, and he can do it again. We just have to ask him, believing. He can do it, if that's what he wants. He's very refined, right, Mosey Motorola?
Hey, that's right, Gracie. Yeah, the great mechanic in the sky is no frictional character. Hey, and I'm betting that's exactly what he wants, Gracie. Yeah, I'm betting, all right, Tom. I'm betting he still has a purpose for this old Jeep here. He can do anything. Why, I remember when he turned my crude into refined oil of the spirit.
And he changed my contaminated washer fluid to pure through and through. And now I spritz because I'm happy. I spritz because I'm free. There's nothing mystifying about the great mechanic in the sky. And we know mist, right, Fernando Fuel Injector?
Si, mi amigo Wally Windshield Wiper. High octane. The fuel of the Lord will never ignite till the moment is right. By prayer and meditating on my Bible, the fuel I inject will move the kingdom forward to the great mechanic in the sky's glory. Pure as the blast of air from my little bonita Anita intake.
Ah, Fernando, my husband. As I always say, the choke's on me. In other words, too much hot air and not enough fuel make a lean, not rich mixture when the great mechanic tunes us as we purr like a kitten. Right, honey?
Mais oui, c'est vrai, this is true. The Lord's crash course repaired all the bumps and scratches on my fender. So, as a body, we all need to connect with the great mechanic in the sky by praying to him for the big miracle.
That's Formula One fuel, Frenchy Fender. Because if the great mechanic in the sky puts us on our kingdom purpose, even the horrible choices this Noir character's made can come under the blood of his son, Jesus.
Meanwhile, since the Jeep is more secure, the sheriff is able to take a better look at Noir, who seems dead as a doornail. Eustace just called 911 and the ambulance and tow truck are on the way.
Well, you just take it easy, Sheriff. We don't want you going over the cliff. I mean, that guy ain't worth your life, that's for sure.
Nobody's a lost cause to God, Eustace.
That's right, Pastor Jack. Y'all know what I mean? God is not willing that anybody should perish.
That's right, Nettie. I know that better than anyone.
Oh, you're right, Sheriff. Me too. Well, can you tell? Is Noir still alive?
I don't know. He looks dead. But for some reason, I feel like he's not quite there yet.
And that's why we need to pray.
That's right, Elvira. Maybe God will do a miracle.
Dear Lord, you really are a miracle-working God, and we feel so utterly compelled to pray for this lost soul. Please, Lord, save him.
Eustace, Bob, Nahum, Nettie, and Elvira sensed the prayer urgency and continued praying with Pastor Jack. But meanwhile, as Noir seems to hover between life and death, and mostly death, he's still calling out to Jesus as the devilish demon taunts him.
Oh, God. Everything is so clear now. Even in this dark place. It is all so horribly clear. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, Jesus! Jesus!
Oh, poor little man. You were wrong. Ha! Sounds like a country song. Why don't you sing, I did it my way? And this is where your way led, little stupid man.
Jesus! Jesus! Forgive me. Forgive me.
It's too late now, fella. You getting thirsty? Huh? No living water down here.
The prayer warriors continue to pray.
Lord, you sent your son Jesus into the world to save the world. Even everybody, even people like Noir and me.
Yes, not to condemn the world.
Lord, you told us if 2 or 3 are gathered together in your name, there you are, in our midst.
And Lord, you said that if we all agree together according to your will, it would be done for us.
And we know that you're not willing for any to perish.
Even a man as evil as Noir, help him, God.
Nothing is too hard for you, Lord. Help Noir to call on Jesus, your son, to save him from his sins, Lord.
Hey, guys, I think your prayers are working. Noir is coming back to life. This might be a miracle.
Will Noir make a comeback? Could even someone as evil as him be changed? Stay tuned for our next episode of Jailhouse Justice. Meanwhile, here's Danny Dipstick and Randy Radiator to wrap up today's show. And it's a wrap, but maybe not for Noir.
Randy, all the talk between Fernando fuel injector and Anita intake was a gas, wasn't it, Randy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Daddy. Even Gracie gas tank sounded pumped. But seriously, Daddy, even when you are dangling over a cliff, our hope in salvation will quiet our souls like King David taught in Psalm 62:2. My soul waits in stillness, only for God. From Him comes our salvation.
Golly, Randy.
That high-octane tuned fuel will ignite only when the great mechanic in the sky knows it's time to purr like a kitten. So with all these prayers from people Noir tried to harm, God's grace is pictured by His people.
Randy, sounds like Jimmy's Jeep is a perfect vision of grace car driving.
Now I think you're finally on track. Say goodbye, Daddy.
See you later, Radiator.